All right, guys, let's get into some NBA picks and props for Wednesday, January 31st slate of games. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard from last night. How do you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm 0-0 at the moment. I gave out the Chicago Bulls on the money line versus the Raptors. It's going into the fourth quarter as we speak. Bulls, they're down by 3. High-scoring game, 90-87. Whichever team plays defense in the fourth quarter is going to win this game.
Yeah, and I had a 1-0 day, technically. I had the Knicks -4. They're still playing 3 minutes left in the game, but up by 20 points. So I went ahead and gave myself a win. Hopefully I don't blow a 16-point lead in the last 3 minutes, but I don't think I'm going to jinx myself here. But Trey, we got something new. We're going to be doing this from now on the NBA and the college plays. We're going to be giving you guys a couple plays to look at, games that are on TV, ESPN, ESPN2. We're going to break down a couple games, and then we're going to do our plays of the day for the free play. So, Trey, let's pull up the graphic for the NBA. We got 2 games we're going to break down. This game is going to be on ABC. It's going to be the Suns going up against the Brooklyn Nets. They have to travel. The spread is Suns -3.5. Over-under is 231. Trey, I'm going to have you start here with these two teams.
Yeah, this game's going to be an interesting game to watch. Bear, what is the one thing? I'm going to put you on the spot for once. What's the one thing that I key in on in anything and everything when it comes to player props? I'll answer for you.
The one thing you key in on?
Key in on. This game is encapsulating everything that I think about it.
The environment.
Revenge game specials. All right, Kevin Durant going back to Brooklyn, Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges going up against their former team in the Suns. This game is going to be a dicey game. It's going to be very fun to watch. It's going to be interesting. The Nets, they're a completely revamped team. The Suns are a completely revamped team of last season, and they can kind of thank each other for that. They sent the Nets into a rebuild and sent the Suns back into dominance. And I think that the team that a lot of people are kind of writing off is going to show up here in this game. Give me the Nets. I'm going to take them +3.5 as home dogs. Mm-hmm. Guys, Ben Simmons, he came back. Bear, I told you that yesterday, and you said, oh, that scrub, get out of here. Well,
whoa, wait a minute. I did not say that. I love Ben Simmons. Stop the hate.
All right. Almost averaged a triple-double in like 15 minutes of play. The guy's a stud. He's going to do enough. I think him coming off the bench is actually a good thing for the Nets. Maybe they keep that going. But I think regardless, I think Ben Simmons is going to do good enough defense on KD throughout this game. And I love the Nets here. Give me them +3.5.
Yeah, you said exactly what I was going to say. I'm going to take the Nets here +3.5. They did win the last match between the Suns, but the big thing is Ben Simmons coming off the bench with that second group. He had 13, 8, and 11 in the 18 minutes I think he played in the last game. That stat line's insane. He almost dropped a triple-double with 18 minutes. He's back. I think the Nets, after they collapsed a couple times over the last few games, they've won the last 2 times against the spread. I think the Nets team at home, you have to take the home dog here. The Suns, I'm not too thrilled with the Suns. I mean, they're not that great of a team. They've lost 2 of the last 3. I think the Nets take care of business here at home. So I'm going to take the Nets with you +3.5. Trey, we're sweeping here with the Nets. Let's go over to the next game. It's going to be the Pelicans traveling to take on the Rockets. The Pellies are -3, over/under 227.5. I'll start with this one. I took a home dog in the Nets game. I'm going to take a home dog here with the Rockets. Pellies, they've been in a gauntlet over the last 5 games. Here it is. Boston, Milwaukee, OKC. They got a break with the Jazz, and then the Suns. 4 of the last 5 games have been against top-tier opponents. They just got off a game against Boston. They were up big in that game and then blew it late in the game. Jason Tatum scored like 12-plus points in the 12 points in a row in the fourth quarter, and he dominated them in the fourth quarter, leading to that comeback. But I think the Pelicans are broken right now. They've lost 3 in a row. They haven't covered the spread in 3 straight. I like the Rockets here at home. I think they've got everything cooking for them. The defense is great. The offense has been better. I like the Rockets as the home dog. What do you like?
Yeah, I actually gave out this game on the member side. So if you want to hear my game pick on here, just go to our YouTube channel, hit that join button. Pretty cheap price. I think it's 13 cents a day it comes out to. So very cheap for our member picks. But I'm going to give out a total here. I'm going to go with the under 227.5 total points in this game. Both these defenses are relatively good, but the Rockets at home, they are elite. I don't think that either team should get to 115 points. So I love that this number's right around 230. Because I think that the Rockets are going to score around 110, and I think the Pelicans are going to score right around that as well. Both teams, they're kind of coming in this game with not any big momentum behind them. As you can see on the last 5 ATS, neither one of them have really been playing overly good. So I'm going to take the under here in this game. I think that there's not going to be a ton of points scored here. Look for Dylan Brooks to kind of poke the bear of Zion in this one.
I do want to say, though, both these teams are hovering around 500. Pelicans a little bit better, but the Pelicans have had the hardest strength of schedule in the NBA so far, and they're still 26-21. So that tells me the Pelicans are a pretty good team. Also tell me the Rockets are a pretty good team. 6th strength of schedule, and they are a game below 500, I believe. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Rockets. You're going to go with the under. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's move on to our plays for the day. I'll have you start us off with those game picks.
Yeah, guys, and my game pick for today, it's going to be this Detroit Pistons going up against Cleveland Cavaliers game, and this should be a fun game to watch. But both teams, they find themselves on opposite ends of the standings. The Pistons, they come to this game with a 6-40 record, but they're 22-24 ATS. In Detroit, they are 2-19 on the road. That is no bueno. And the Cavaliers, they come to this game with a 28-16 record. They're also 24-20 ATS. In Cleveland, they're 16-8 at home this year. But guys, if you watched our videos earlier in this week, you'll know that I did the unthinkable then, and I'm doing the unthinkable now. Give me the Pistons here. I'm going to take that plus 12.5 here in this game. I believe that they're going to be able to keep this game close because the Pistons, they're entering this game with at least some momentum. They've won 2 out of their last 3 games, beating the Thunder and the Hornets. And I think they're going to be able to keep the momentum going here in this game because Cunningham, he's probable to play here. So I think he's going to be able to hopefully match what Mitchell's doing on the offensive end. And Duran, he's going to do what he does best, protect the rim and catch alley-oops. And whenever we look at the 2 matchups already so far this season between these 2 teams, yes, the Pistons lost both those games, but neither one of them by double digits. They only lost by an average score of 109 to 101. So they're covering this number with both those matchups so far. And the Pistons, I think they're going to be able to show up here in this road game as well. 2 Pistons pick in the last couple days, hoping for a consecutive cash here with Detroit. Give me Detroit plus 12.5 versus Cleveland.
You're a madman, and I love it. I love the Pistons. I love the play. Trey, I'm going to my play today. It's going to be the Kings going up against Miami Heat. I'm going to take the Kings here on the money line as a small favorite. They're -1 tomorrow, but give me them on the money line. I'm not going to mess around with the spread. The Miami Heat, they've maybe been the worst team in the NBA over the last 5 games. You can actually go back 7 games. They've lost 7 consecutive games now, and they aren't even losing to that great of teams. They lost to the Raptors, the Hawks, the Magic with all their injuries, the Grizzlies, and then they lost to Boston, the Knicks, and the Suns. The last 3, yeah, sure, good to decent opponents, but the first 4, they should have won those games easily. Something's incredibly wrong with this team right now, and it might be the addition of Terry Rozier, but the Sacramento Kings are coming in with 4 consecutive wins. They covered the spread in 3 of those games as well, and they're actually playing some pretty good defense over the last couple of games too. They've only given up over 115 points in 1 of those games, and they've been scoring over 120 plus in 3 of the 4. The Kings' chemistry right now, it's much better than the Heat. I don't know what's going on with the Heat right now, and they do have the ability to put up 130 plus in this Miami Heat defense, who has been horrible, and the Heat can't score over the last 2 weeks. Give me the Kings here to rock Miami. They're going to lose 8 consecutive games. Something needs to change in Miami. I don't know what it is, but something needs to change now. Give me the Kings on the money line as the play. Trey, let's go to the props. Have you start us off?
Well, hopefully this Miami Heat player shows up. I'm going with Tyler Herro to go over 18.5 points versus the Kings. This number is simply just set too low. I really love this over for Herro here in this game because I think he's going to have a lot of fun throughout because this matchup here is just too juicy versus the Kings. Because Sacramento, they actually come to this game as a bottom 10 defense when it comes to points allowed. They allow 117.5 points per game. So Herro, at least, he's going to have a ton of opportunity to put the ball in the bucket. And historically, that has seemed to be true because over his last 5 games versus Sacramento, Herro, he's averaging a nice 25.8 points per game, which is well over this number. In fact, Herro, he hit this over in all 5 of those games. And I kind of expect that to continue here in this game because we're getting a nice discount number here with 18.5 for Herro because over his last 5 games, he's only averaging 16.8 points per game. But whenever we look at how he has played at home this year, that average jumps up to 22.4 points per game on the season. It gives me a lot of confidence in this play. Give me Tyler Herro to go over 18.5 points versus the Kings.
Yeah, I do like that play. Tyler Herro needs to pick up the pace, and I do like that play for you, Trey. For my play today, I'm going to go to Paul George to go over 2.5 made threes going up against the Wizards. I like Paul George in this game to have a great bounce back spot going up against a really bad Wizards team. He went 0 for 5 in the last game from deep against the Cavs, and he's back going up against the worst defense in the NBA. George, he's actually been pretty good this season, shooting 41.2% from deep. He's made 3+ threes in 5 of the last 7 games, and the Wizards give up the most points per game, 124. And I do expect the Clippers to take advantage of that weak defense and light them up from the outside. And Paul George, he does love seeing the Wizards on his schedule. He's shooting over 40% from deep in 7 of the last 8 meetings between the Wizards. And in those 8 games, he's made 3+ threes in all of them, dating back to 2018 when he played for the Thunder. Paul George has made 3+ threes against the Wizards in 8 consecutive games, making 4+ threes in 5 of those 8. I like his shooting to continue to be great against a very bad Wizards team as he goes over 2.5 made threes as the play. Trey, let's go to the graphic. How do you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I actually went up a point. I'm going with the Pistons here plus 12.5 versus the Cavs. I have a lot of confidence in the big underdogs here in this game. I feel like they're going to show up here and at least keep it competitive. Also going with Tyler Herro to go over 18.5 points versus the Kings. He's going to show up here. There's really nobody else that can score for this Heat team, so better show up, Herro.
Yeah, I've got the Kings on the money line. Something's wrong with the Heat. I think they lose 8 consecutive games. Kings takes this one on the road. And then give me Paul George over 2.5 made threes against the Wizards. He's done it in 8 straight games. Make it 9 straight for Paul George to have over 2.5 made threes. Guys, that's going to do it for the NBA Plays and Props for Wednesday, January 31st slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. We hit 10,000 subscribers again. We want to thank everybody again. Trey, if you want to pull that 10,000 subscribers up, if you guys comment llama on any of our videos up until Super Bowl, you will be entered into winning $1,000 from us. The only catch is, come Super Bowl Sunday, you have to be in the chat to claim the prize. We're going to have a live at halftime. You have to be in the chat to claim the prize, and you have to comment llama on any of the videos up until the Super Bowl. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want. NBA, NFL, college basketball, it doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go, whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. We also have a new game. It's going to be Trey and myself versus the Bear Pack. You can call it Pros versus Joes if you want. I don't really like the name because I don't consider us pros. I don't consider you guys Joes. But Trey, if you want to go to the YouTube channel, this is how you guys play. You're going to go to our YouTube channel. You're going to hit the community tab. We've been in the community tab a lot this season. You're going to go to the community tab. We have our plays for the day. So obviously the intro is not going to have plays for today, but these are our plays for our next video. It's the Pelicans -2.5, the Heat -5, Quinnipiac -4.5, and Wisconsin -10.5. Those are Trey's and myself's plays. What you guys are going to do is pick which one you think will not hit, meaning you're going to fade us, which is Pros versus Joes, which is the game called, but you guys are going to try to pick which one is not going to hit. If you guys win, you're going to get a point. If we win, we're going to get a point. We're going to run it Friday through Friday every single week. Whichever team has the most wins, so 4-3, 6-2, whatever it is, that person or group will win $50. If the community wins, we're going to do a wheel spin for the community. If we win, I don't know how we're going to get our cheddar, but you guys are just going to have to subscribe, I guess, more. But that's the game. Hopefully everybody understands it. Trey, let's get into the video. Look at the leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,